I think it's important to talk about branding. You can't really have a conversation about getting hired without considering and talking about your online presence. What do people do when they want to consider hiring you? They're going to go to your website, they're going to look at your portfolio, they're going to want to know about you and your personality. I watched a video recently. Chris Doe was talking about this. He was asked the question, what does he consider when he's hiring someone? He said, I check out maybe 3 pieces of your work. I don't need that many, but I know nothing about you. You're a mystery, and I need to know whether you're going to fit in with the culture that we have in our agency. People have to do their due diligence, is what they call it, and some companies will even hire another company to do that due diligence. And that basically means they're going to check out your Facebook profile for one. They're going to look at your history, try and get an idea as to your character. When you apply for a job now, especially in the development industry, they'll ask for your LinkedIn, your Twitter, and your Facebook. John Sonmez has an online course and he teaches how to market yourself, and he actually says on his website that he was this computer science C# programming whiz kid, but through time he found that the best jobs don't necessarily go to the most talented and skilled developers. There was a study done recently, I don't know how recent it was actually, but they said that 85% of the jobs aren't actually posted online. So there's an underworld where jobs are given based off of word of mouth. Nobody wants to be responsible for hiring somebody that turns out to be someone who's either unreliable or difficult to work with. So that's why people would much rather hire somebody who comes off of the back of a recommendation. So there is this underworld, so to speak, and if you want to network, if you want to build contacts, build alliances, form friendships and relationships, you need an online presence. One of my friends, we met online. He saw one of my videos, and through watching my videos, this is what he told me. He said to himself, I know that I can be this guy's friend. So he had no fears about reaching out to me because he had a good indication as to my personality, and he's a developer and we built a friendship. So things will come through on camera that don't come through as easily in blog posts. So if you're going to work on building your online presence, I recommend you do. Video is a great way to do that because your mannerisms are going to come through on camera. On camera, people see right through you. It's difficult to put on a front on camera without people noticing. If you're going to have an online presence, it needs to be kept up to date. It's no use having a portfolio that you haven't updated in 2 years, because what's going to happen is someone's going to go to your site, they're going to see maybe a few blog posts, a few apps that you've built, but you've not posted anything in the past 2 years. So that raises the question, where are you? Are you still around? Are you still on the scene? Are you still relevant? Are you even building apps right now? Have you completely fallen off? So if you're going to do it, you need to keep it consistent. Don't look at this as just another thing that you have to do. Oh no, now I've got to keep an online presence going. This stuff is fun. I really enjoy putting out videos and interacting with you. This gives me, I'm going to eventually do interviews, so this gives me a good excuse to reach out to people in my community who are further down the path than me. Now, it takes a long time to build a brand, so the best time to start is now. And you may think, well, I'm not very good on camera. You can practice, you can shoot video without even posting it online. And even when you do begin to post it online, those videos aren't going to be perfect. I'm not perfect at this. I've been doing this for 5 years and I'm still perfecting it. But what's going to happen is a year down the line, 2 years down the line, you're going to be much better at talking on camera. The best way to learn is to teach. And remember, you're always further down the path than somebody else. So even if you've just been learning Swift for a month, you're further along the path who's just on the scene, who's just looking for tutorials. They don't know if they need to focus on Objective-C or Swift. You've been through that in the past 4 weeks. So you always have something to share. You might think, oh, I don't want to make that tutorial because it's been made 100 times already. Well, listen, nobody's got your personality. If somebody likes you, they're sold on you, they like your vibe, they're going to want to learn from you, even more so than the paid platforms. I've come across developers, I just like them. I just like their vibe, I like watching the videos, sometimes they're rambling, but I can quite happily sit there with a cup of coffee and take it all in. And when they start making tutorials, I want to learn from them because I like their company. So nobody's got your personality, you are unique. I'm not saying that you need an online presence in order to be successful. I'm in no doubt that there are developers out there that don't have much of an online presence who are successful, but everybody that I'm following right now says that the best jobs, you should be aiming high, you should be aiming for the stars, you'll at least land on the moon. Those 6-figure jobs apparently go to those who are privy to that underworld, who have the connections, the friendships, the alliances. John Sonmez talks about this a lot, and I'm going to leave you with a couple of resources. John Sonmez, obviously I've mentioned him a lot in this video. Go to his website, he's got a good program. I haven't taken it myself, but I want to. There's also a book out there, How to Gain Recognition, Success in Programming, How to Gain Recognition, Power and Influence Through Personal Branding. I have read a couple of chapters in this book, and it will help to inspire you and give you a few ideas. So I'm going to leave it there. Hope you got something from this video. Catch you next time. Peace.